Hello. Welcome to Rise and Bust. In today's episode, we will see another rise and bust story. We will analyze how it rose to glitter success, and then we will understand the mistakes that led to its downfall. And just to let you know, we post well-analyzed and real rise and fall stories. Stories of companies and people that once ruled the world, but then busted for small mistakes or series of mistakes. If you are interested in similar stories, then do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Now relax and enjoy the story and let us know in the comments what you learned today.
The Japanese global corporation's headquarters, also known as Toshiba, is located in Minato, Tokyo. 80 years ago, Toshiba was at the forefront of technological advancement. Even though its beginnings may be traced back to the late 1800s, once the son of the tortoiseshell artisan started creating telegraphic devices, the current business was established in 1939 as a result of the combination of two Japanese businesses, Shibura Engineering Works and Tokyo Electric Company. In their time, businesses were innovators. Tokyo Electric created the first double-coiled light bulb in 1921, an invention that most incandescent bulbs still use. Midway through the 20th century, the combined organization continued to advance technology, television sets, mechanized mail processing equipment, videotape recorders, and air conditioners. The 1980s and early 1990s saw a global ascent in Toshiba's notoriety. The Japanese government offered low-cost loans, restrictions, and subsidies at that time on competition to support domestic technology behemoths capable of exporting goods abroad. The T1100, the company's first mass-market laptop, was released in 1985, marking the peak of its success. Although Toshiba and other businesses had previously developed computers, the T1100 used to be the first IBM-compatible computer ever made. It had the same or equivalent hardware and software as the widely used IBM desktop computers of the time, which had been on the scene since 1981. Chapter 1. The Rise of Toshiba. Tokyo Denki and Shibura Seisakusho joined forces to create Toshiba in 1939. Tokyo Denki and Shibura merged to form a new business known as Tokyo Shibura Denki, although the organization wasn't given its new name, Toshiba Corporation, until 1978. The company quickly grew as a result of both organic expansion and acquisitions in the 1940s and the 1950s, when it bought heavy manufacturing and primary industry companies. Toshiba EMI/Toshiba Music Industries is one of the new organizations, Toshiba Chemical, 1974, Toshiba International Corporation, Toshiba Carrier Corporation, 1999, and Toshiba Electrical Equipment, 1974. Radar, 1912, is one of the many Japanese firsts Toshiba is accountable for. Many other inventions like the color video phone, 1971, DVD, 1995, TAC digital computer, 1954, personal computer, 1996, MRI system, 1982. Toshiba bought the Brazilian business SEMP in 1977. Sociedade Eletromercantil Paulista, it ultimately combined the South American operations of the two businesses to become SEMP Toshiba. Toshiba Machine, a Toshiba subsidiary, was founded in 1987 and was charged with selling ultra-quiet CNC milling machines illegally. In contravention of the COCOM agreement, the Soviet Union received submarine propellers and an international boycott on specific nations toward Comecon nations. The episode led to the arrest and imprisonment of two senior executives, which strained the relationship between the U.S. and Japan, additionally to both nations imposing penalties on the corporation. The safety of the United States was held hostage for $517 million, according to Pennsylvania Senator John Hines. Orion Electric and Toshiba struck a pact in 2001, one of the biggest OEM manufacturers and suppliers of consumer video electronics, to produce and provide finished video products for Toshiba and consumer TV to fulfill the market's rising demand in North America. The agreement expired in 2008, ending Orion's 7-year OEM production run. Toshiba secretly revealed in December 2004 that it would stop producing conventional internal cathode ray tube televisions. At its production in Horseheads, New York, Toshiba Picture Display Company ceased producing CRTs in 2005. It discontinued manufacturing at its Malaysian facilities 1 year later, in 2006, due to significant losses. In 2006, Toshiba stopped making its plasma TVs and selling CRT TVs in Japan. To maintain its competitiveness in the flat-panel digital televisions and displays market, Toshiba has invested a sizable sum in a novel display technology known as SED. Nevertheless, this technology was never offered to the general public because it was too expensive compared to LCDs. After Nano Proprietary, Toshiba sold Canon its stake in SED Incorporated, which asserted SED Incorporated wasn't a Canon company and which holds many patents relating to SED technology. Toshiba was a part of Mitsui Group Zaibatsu before World War II. Currently, Toshiba belongs to the Mitsui Keiretsu. The NFL said in July 2005 that it intended to put on sale Westinghouse Electric Company, which was then valued at $1.8 billion. Toshiba overtook Discover Card as the advertiser of the biggest screen of Times Square, New York City, in late 2007. It displays the iconic 60-second New Year's countdown on its screen, in addition to greetings, messages, and promotions for the business. Toshiba acquired Fujitsu's HDD division in January 2009. The company's bottom line suffered due to the 2008 recession and the tightening of the competitive environment. On May 16, 2011, Toshiba revealed that it had agreed to pay $2.3 billion to acquire all of the outstanding shares of Swiss advanced power meter manufacturer Landis plus Gyre. By agreeing to purchase IBM's point-of-sale division from IBM for $850 million in April 2012, Toshiba became the leading supplier of stage systems globally. Toshiba was charged with high-level price rigging of display devices in the U.S. in July 2012. Even though Toshiba contested these allegations, they consented to settle for $571 million with several other manufacturers. Toshiba finished acquiring OCZ Storage Solutions in January 2014. On November 27, 2013, trading in OCZ technology stock was suspended. Then, OCZ said that they planned to file for bankruptcy and that Toshiba Corporation had shown interest in buying their assets in the event of bankruptcy. Toshiba and OCZ announced their agreement to buy almost all of OCZ's assets on December 2 of that year for $35 million. The transaction was finalized on January 21, 2014, after OCZ Technology Group's assets were transferred to OCZ Storage Solutions, a new Toshiba company that operates independently. On April 1, 2016, Toshiba America Electronic Components Corporation acquired OCZ Storage Solutions, dissolving the company and making OCZ a brand of Toshiba. In a lawsuit filed in March 2014, Toshiba charged SK Hynix with stealing the technology behind its NAND flash memory. Later that year, the two businesses came to an agreement in which SK Hynix would pay Toshiba $278 million. Early in the new millennium, Toshiba sued Hynix for violating its patents. United Technologies and Toshiba reached an agreement in October 2014 to broaden their joint venture outside Japan. Chapter 2. Fall of Toshiba. Toshiba was doing great until one bad scandal hit them badly. This scandal led to the loss of revenue as well as the reputation of the company. The 2015 scandal. Toshiba initially disclosed that the company was looking into an accounting fraud and that their profits for the preceding 3 years could need to be revised in May 2015. The company's CEO, Hisao Tanaka, announced his resignation on July 21, 2015, citing an accounting controversy as the most detrimental incident for a reputation in the 140-year history of the company. Over the past 7 years, revenues have been overstated by $1.2 billion. Additionally, 8 other top executives resigned, including the 2 prior CEOs. Acting CEO Masashi Muramachi was named chairman. Toshiba Corporation was excluded from a stock index that featured Japan's top corporations due to the incident. The index, which selects businesses with the best operational income, return on equity, and current value, underwent its second reordering. In 2015, Toshiba announced that it would stop producing televisions in its factory. After 2015, Compal will produce Toshiba televisions for the American market, while Vestel and other manufacturers will produce them for the European market. The price of Toshiba stock reached its lowest level in 2.5 years in September 2015. In a statement, the company reported that its operating losses for the quarter were 12.3 billion yen. The company reported unsatisfactory results in its personal computer, home appliance, and television businesses. Toshiba sold Sony its image sensor business in October 2015. In December 2015, Muramachi claimed that the incident had reduced Toshiba's market value by around $8 billion. He cautioned that the corporation would need to revamp its TV and computer divisions and predicted a record-breaking yearly loss of 550 billion yen or US $4.6 billion. He stated that Toshiba would wait 2 years before raising money. The following week, a company representative declared Toshiba would look to raise $2.5 billion in 2016, bringing the total debt owed by the corporation to above 1 trillion yen. For schools that employ its surveillance technology, Toshiba's security division introduced a new package of services in January 2016. Through May 2019, Toshiba anticipated spending about 360 billion yen, $3.2 billion, on the project. The appointment of Satoshi Tsunakawa as CEO, formerly in charge of Toshiba's medical equipment group, was made public in May 2016. After the accounting crisis, this appointment was made. The first wirelessly receiver IC adopting the Qi 1.2.2 protocol, created in collaboration with the Wireless Power Consortium, was unveiled by Toshiba in September 2016. In December 2016, Canon purchased Toshiba Medical Systems Corporation. Toshiba's management requested an urgent press briefing in late December 2016 to announce that the newly discovered damages in the Westinghouse subsidiary from the construction of the Vogtle Electric Generating Plant nuclear plant would result in a downfall of many $billion, bankrupting Westinghouse but also endangering Toshiba. In February 2017, Toshiba disclosed unaudited information about a 390 billion yen business loss, primarily due to the 712 billion yen write-down of its majority-owned Westinghouse nuclear construction unit, which is situated in the U.S. On March 29, 2017, Westinghouse submitted a Chapter 11 bankruptcy petition. According to estimates, Toshiba's annual net loss would be $9 billion. They finalized the sale of 95 percentage points of Toshiba Visual Solutions to Hisense for $113.6 million on November 15, 2017. On April 6, 2018, company Toshiba reported that Brookfield Business Partners and a few partners had successfully purchased the holding company of Westinghouse for a price of $4.6 billion. For the first time in almost 80 years, Toshiba announced in May 2019 that it would appoint non-Japanese investors to its board. The corporation transferred its logistics service division to SBS Group in November. In October 2020, Toshiba decided to exit the system LSI market due to mounting losses, and it is also said to be considering selling its semiconductor fabs. In April 2021, CVC Capital Partners made a takeover offer. Toshiba declared that it would divide into 3 distinct entities on November 12, 2021. The two businesses will concentrate on infrastructure and electrical equipment, respectively. At the same time, the third, which will continue to operate under the Toshiba name, will manage Kioxia's 40.6% investment and all other remaining assets. After shareholders rejected the initial proposal, Toshiba stated in February 2022 it would divide into two firms. Chapter 3. Lessons to learn from the rise and fall of Toshiba. Despite being one of the industry's pioneers, Toshiba has fallen out of favor in recent years. In addition to starting to produce new models in its factories in China, Toshiba had previously begun to outsource its laptop production in 2015. They struggled to keep consumers' attention as rival businesses elevated innovation while they dealt with internal issues. Due to intense competition from ThinkPads and Apple's MacBook Air, they began to lose consumers' attention. They became just another brand with the growth of Lenovo, Dell, and HP. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. You can also visit our website riseandbust.com for more videos and stories like this.